tried really hard to do the Cancer video a couple times. That's where we're at in my list of zodiac signs. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know what my problem is, so I'm just gonna read, and it's for whomever, whenever, and it is about whatever the fuck comes out. So enjoy. So somebody's getting perspective on something, right? Maybe that's why there's silence. They've gained perspective on it. Somebody is getting real clear that, you know, about the loyalty of somebody. So like maybe somebody, you know, if you're not talking to somebody, if you're in silence from a person, right, then maybe that's because you have gained perspective on the fact that you were loyal and maybe they weren't, right? Or maybe, you know what, despite everything this person did to me, throughout it, I was loyal. Clearly, you know, you have clarity. Like you're completely sure. Someone is completely sure here that, you know what, I know what the truth was. I know what my intentions were. I know that I was honest. I know that I was loyal. And you know something, maybe, like I said, maybe this person wasn't because now you have the perspective that you're better off. You're happier. Your head is clear, right? So this is somebody absolutely being done with the situation. And in being done, they are also being silent, okay? Because somebody is done. This is finality. This is farewell. Someone's leaving this behind. And, you know, for some of you, if this is your situation, then the only closure that you have is the silence that this person left you with, or vice versa. Flip it around, make it fit. But silence is someone's closure. That's all they got is closure. And I'm gonna be honest with you, from the perspective card being up here and the clarity and the finality of it all, somebody has determined that silence is all someone deserves. Okay, so let's keep going. And I had the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, right? So somebody absolutely kind of feels all alone, right? They're just dark night of the soul all over this already. What is this perspective? Who has perspective? I want to hear about it. I'm nosy. What did I say? I have perspective, right? So someone has left this and they have gained perspective after leaving this, right? Look how happy these people are in this card, right? This 10 of Cups is everything anybody could want. So maybe this is a situation where someone is completely happy now. And whatever it was that they left in the past, regardless of how painful it was, regardless of how much loyalty this person may have felt that they wasted on this situation, they have the clarity now. They have the perspective now that tells them and shows them that they are better off without this situation, right? There's tracks on this card, this finality card. When someone finally walked away, the tracks, like the path that they were on, led them to this 10 of Cups. You wouldn't have been on this path if you hadn't dealt with this, right? Whatever this was, whatever you were loyal to. If things had gone any other way than the way that they did, you would not be where you are right now. And where someone is right now is completely happy in a loving relationship, married, kids, white picket fence. It's good, right? Life is good for somebody, especially now that they've gained this perspective. Someone else, wow, look at the bottom of the deck. Somebody else has been completely left in the dust, and someone feels small, right? Someone feels childish as fuck for whatever this was. They know that this person was loyal, and maybe the fact that they weren't makes them feel small, as it should. You know, they have clarity. They know that this person had nothing but good intentions for them, right? Imagine kicking this guy. Imagine hurting this guy, doing anything for him. He shows up in your life with a fucking flower for you, and you do anything other than love him. Like, fuck out of here. You deserve to be left if that's the type of person you are, right? But this person is understanding that now, because if you look in the back of this card, there's all these trees, there's this flowing river, these kids are happy. This is a rainbow in the actual deck that's not black and gold. And what does this person have? Dust. Sand. Like salt. Because you know what I mean? Like somebody, again, they're kind of looking at this and they're like, oh, they feel stupid, right? Somebody feels dumb. What is this clarity? Oh, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, King of Pentacles. So this person has clarity, right? Maybe that's why they feel fucking stupid. Look, they have clarity on what was being offered to them. What did I say? Look at this guy. How can you... What the fuck is wrong with you? The universe was just handing you... Like, imagine a butterfly just flitters on down out of the heavens and presents you with the most magnificent chocolate chip cookie you've ever seen in your life, and you turn your nose up at it. Look at his face. You turn your nose up at it? What? Because it's not from Starbucks? Like, I'm kidding. But like somebody did that, right? Like somebody decided that wasn't good enough, right? Like, fuck out of here. Do y'all remember the movie Beauty and the Beast? Not the live action one, the Disney one, right? Kind of how he sneers at the old woman in the beginning when she comes to offer him a rose. He kind of like dismisses her. He's like, fuck you, bitch, you're ugly, you're old, you're useless. Get the fuck out of here. How dare you, mar my vision with your presence. Right? I think that's what somebody did. They kind of scoffed at this. Maybe they had no value for trusting and reliability. Maybe they had no need to be believed because they knew they weren't trustworthy, right? And maybe eventually someone else came to that same conclusion, and that's where they got this perspective that they were better off without this person. They got the clarity about them, that loyalty meant nothing to this person. And that's why they didn't value it in this situation. They didn't value this relationship because they didn't value love, or they didn't value genuine emotions. They had no loyalty in them. This person's loyalties were to themselves and to the things that they could get for themselves. It was not to this or to whomever they were dealing with, right? This person was self-absorbed. It was all about themselves. Oh wow, these all fell out. And you know what? I'm gonna fucking take them. Loyalty, yeah. You trusted this person. This was innocent. They didn't have to do anything to gain their loyalty, right? Maybe that kind of like contributed to the feelings you had for this person. It's like this could have been love at first sight, right? You instantly went to this person. It was like instant loyalty. Look, what did I say with the Six of Cups? That's the soulmate card. The Fool, the Lovers, and the Six of Cups. This felt brand new, but it felt like the most familiar thing in the world, didn't it? Felt like an old friend wrapping their arms around you, didn't it? Right? You kind of just took one look at this person and was like, I got something for you. I've been waiting for you my whole life, even though I've never met you. And it was just like overwhelming for somebody that this just turned up. And look, for him, look, see? I'm not just sitting here making this shit up. Look, this motherfucker's out here again. Like, they're remembering all this. Okay, they're remembering all this. Now, to go from the King back to the Page, this has been going on a long time. This is something that has been around since childhood. But this person is remembering it. They're remembering the loyalty, right? They're remembering the innocence, the trust, the love, the intensity of it, how this person made them feel. And they're also not kicking themselves, but it's like, you know how someone doesn't want to remember what they did and they'll kind of get mad when you bring it up? Like, man, why do you have to always bring that up? It's kind of like that energy. Because they don't want to think about it. They damn sure don't want to think about this person with somebody else, but they also don't want to look back and clearly think about their fucking actions towards this person. Because if they think back at their actions, right, they have to remember that they kicked this little guy right in the fucking face. He offered him a flower, and old boy kicked him right in the fucking face. They don't want to remember that because they're ashamed. But they don't want anybody else bringing it up, but it's like, motherfucker, you did it. What do you mean you don't want somebody bringing it up? You did it in front of everybody. With the Six of Wands down here, you were doing this shit for attention. So what the fuck are you now talking about you don't want to bring it up? Or why do you always have to bring that up? I thought you were proud of it, right? It's kind of like that. Now, and then going back to this finality, look at the bottom. Like, somebody's done. Like, they've made their decision. This is 8 Wands right here. The Page and the 7. 8 Wands plus the 2. Somebody is done. Done. They've taken all they can from this situation. And what they have taken is a new perspective on how happier they are dealing with someone who appreciates them. Who appreciates them for simply who they are in their life, right? Because this person didn't. This person's love came with conditions, right? This person needed to know your credit score before they... I'm kidding. But it was a lot about money. It was a lot about materialistic things. This person was all about shit that can be replaced. Someone else was about things that are neither here nor there. They're so fucking beautiful that they're not of this world. You can't replace them. You're lucky as fuck to even, what am I trying to say? Encounter them once in a lifetime. You're lucky as fuck for that. This soulmate love, this once in a lifetime love, this shit just wandered into somebody's life one day, and it's almost like somebody couldn't be bothered. They couldn't be bothered. And time passed, shit happened, a lot of things happened, right? A lot of shit happened with the 10 of Wands, but somebody is looking back at it, and they're appreciating it for the experience, for the perspective that it gave them, and they really don't have anything else to say to the situation with this silence, right? There's no more words needed. Okay, somebody has nothing else to say. They're done. They've taken everything they can from this, but there's someone back here now that has a whole lot of clarity that's making them a whole lot of uncomfortable. Oh, this wanted to come out. This is a water sign. The Queen of Cups. This is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio is finally done. If you are an earth sign dealing with a water sign, my friend, that water sign is finally done. And I think you are starting to get clarity on that because somebody's happy with someone else, right? And if it's not those signs, because sometimes the signs don't always matter, although I do have Gemini and I do have Aries and I do have Scorpio, right, so far. This is just somebody that was very loving. Again, if you see him right here with the flower, her right here with the cup, you know, this was a soulmate connection. But somebody, it wasn't good enough for somebody. Like somebody kind of, again, just turned their nose up at it. Maybe they really took it for granted. You know, to think that something like this just walks into your life every day with the Fool is real naive with the Page of Wands, right? Real naive, real fucking stupid. This person was an idiot. Because now, see, the situation is dead. It's changed. Whatever this was, whatever happened that allowed this person time enough to gain new perspective and new love, new happiness, right? With this 10 of Cups up here. Well, then now they have the 10. And they're looking back with the 6 and now the 7. And they're realizing that this was just an illusion. They didn't see this person back here for who they really were. They saw them as what they wanted them to be. You know, water signs, you really got to guard against that. You know, sometimes we see people as who we want them to be, or sometimes we see them exclusively through our own eyes. Sometimes we don't look at what a person actually is. We look at how we view that person as actually being. And you're getting clarity now on how dangerous that can be, giving your loyalty to someone based solely on your perspective of them and not truly how they are, right? But it's good now because you're clear in your head. You're finally done. You've cleared this out. You've experienced this, and so now you are finally done with it. Death. Whatever this is over. And as that sun goes down, a new sunrise will come up tomorrow, and it'll be a new world because this one is over. Right? And then here at the bottom, yeah, silence and death. Like it's finished. No more words. No more energy towards this for someone. Somebody is getting clarity that that's the situation, and someone with this finality is done with the situation. So it's like as someone walks away, someone wakes up. But it changes both people in a way that's final. So what is this perspective and happiness? What is this up here this time? Somebody's happy. Let's see. Hold up. Magician and Justice. Fool. Yes. Okay, so somebody has manifested peace, and whatever this is, somebody has gained independence from it. 1 Pentacle, 7, and with the Magician makes 9. So yeah, this is pre-Empress energy. So somebody really, this situation has resulted in somebody really glowing up, like really stepping into like their pre-Empress energy, like alignment, right? Just picture all pentacles aligned, right? Before the 10. So someone has everything lined up for them to succeed. They've manifested this. This Magician and the Justice up here, they've manifested this for themselves. They have overcome the heartbreak caused by this situation down here, this person being stupid and taking loyalty and all the good shit for granted. And they're looking back at it again with the 7 of Pentacles. They're taking stock, and they're only keeping what they need from it, and they're allowing what they don't need to stay behind, right? They have clarity on whatever this is. They have clarity on repeating situations and the same type of personality that they seem to encounter, and they're finished with it, right? They figured it out. They've gained a new perspective on this particular experience, and now they're free from it. Death again. Look, repeating. Done. Done, 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 done. Oh my God, that wanted to come out. This is so funny. These literally popped out together. This is the Page of Pentacles, and this is the 7 of Swords, right? Somebody has clarity that this person back here, this King of Pentacles, this Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, They had another person. They were younger earth sign. There's dishonesty back here, right? Because 2 pentacles means that guy juggling back and forth, doesn't it? And this was a lesson for someone, that this person was so deceptive. Imagine the most trusting person in the world meeting one of the most deceptive people in the world. It's that type of thing. It was a perfect storm. Like, this deceptive person back here, it's like they'd always kind of been that way. This is a person that is never fully in or fully out. They're kind of just always on the fence. And to me, that is a form of cowardice, because that's like, you don't have the balls to claim either or. You'd rather just play both sides. I don't have any respect for that personally. But look what I said. This night, look at this fucking ass. I know these cards are the tiniest, most ridiculous things ever, but if you can see the foot, it's neither in or out. This is someone, temperance, right? The number 14. Okay? That's a karmic debt number. And basically what that symbolizes is somebody not being able to moderate themselves, somebody having to have it both ways, overindulgence, selfishness, and just a need for conflict, like just for the sake of it. You know what I mean? It's that type of thing. This kind of karma needs someone to rein themselves in. Okay? They need them to, it's like, give and take equally. Like, there's a, how do I want to put this? It's alchemy, right? Like, 2 different things come together and make a totally new thing. Think of like salt water, right? It becomes a new thing. This person didn't want to become a new thing because who they were was more important to them, right? They didn't want to have any exchange. Like, when we meet people and we experience them, they change us. Sometimes slightly, sometimes a whole lot. But it's like we gain something even as we give something in a relationship, right? So if that relationship ends, you come apart with experience and you allow it to change you. And that change leads to another change and another change. And that's how we grow, right? That's evolution. This person didn't want to change at all. They didn't want to give anything. They didn't want to sacrifice anything for this. They wanted what they wanted, and they wanted this too. They wanted everything. They didn't want to deny themselves anything. This person was selfish. And at some point, they were presented with someone who loved them unconditionally. This person could do no wrong. It's like, hey, I trust you. I love you. I'm here to make you happy. And all you have to do is return that energy back to me. Loyalty, trust, all the things. Could this person do it? No. No. Because for them to be loyal meant they couldn't be out dragging their dick through the street. And that was unacceptable to them. Nah, not happening. And you're getting clarity on that. Like, that's honestly the type of character this person was. And all along back here, I feel like somebody had aspirations of the 10 of Pentacles. Maybe they were looking at this person like marriage material, right? Meanwhile, this person's just out and about, keeping company with everybody. Just, 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, fucking their friends, having fun with their friends while this person was home, having visions of them together. And now they're like, if you're getting the clarity that was never the case, death again. That illusion is dead, right? Maybe you had dreams of this person, like rose-colored glasses dreams, but that's not reality. And you got clarity on that. And I think that clarity brought you a lot of peace with it, right? Even if harsh words were said, the fact that you knew the truth kind of gave you peace where this heartache was, right? And maybe that's why you have the Fool and the Justice, that healing energy, and you're able to look at it logically now, because even though it hurt, it fixed your vision, right? Broke your heart and fixed your vision. Now that you don't have those rose-colored glasses on anymore, you can see this shit clearly. And you can understand. Ace of Cups again. This person really fucked up, y'all. Ouch. Ace of Cups again. But what I see from this is, were we talking about the Empress? I can't remember. But the Emperor is here. And this is, now that someone has peace in a situation, they also have stability. And it's like someone realizing their worth and realizing what they will tolerate and what they won't. And because they realized that about themselves, they were able to find somebody that was completely compatible with them. 10 of Cups again. Look at that, see? By this person making peace with this person's actions and working on themselves to make sure that, hey, this, like, picture something that you can exploit in software, right? You had to go through the virus and all this shit, but, and it got to, emotions everywhere. It sucked, all that. But now you're able now that you understand where the flaw was, you're able to look at it dispassionately and fix it. So, okay, maybe if I was too trusting before, I understand now. Thanks to dealing with this absolutely untrustworthy person, I understand now the importance of having discernment. Regardless of how much I love something, I have to be aware of it, right? And that's a good thing, right? That's what you're supposed to get from situations like this, that hurt like this. You know what I mean? They're meant to break you down in a way, but overall they're meant to wake you up, both to yourself and to the people that you're dealing with. So what is this finality? The Queen of Cups is a very peaceful card too. So again, a lot of y'all have that peace. Finality to stressing about this with the Eight of Swords, right? This shit used to torment you, but not anymore. Because it's almost like if you look at her in this card, it's almost like she's looking at an urn with ashes in it. Death. This is done. You know what I mean? And if you think about it, think about the most toxic family member you've ever had, right? If they've passed over, sometimes it's like, as bad as it was when you were here, I'm done with it. The pain stops here. Maybe the entire time this person was alive or in your life or anything like that, the entire time you were dealing with them, they hurt you. They caused you to be in a state of hurt or stress or isolation, just anything bad. They caused that for you. But it's like now, in the aftermath of it, in the death of this, it's like not only can you breathe, but it's like you let yourself out of what this person always put you in. You're able to do that now. Oh my God, those all flipped out. The Death card flipped out again. So, you know, I mean, I'm going to take it. I don't care. This is crazy at this point. All right? And we're just going to go through it. I'm going to set this right here. You know, you're appreciating the situation. You can look back and see it. Like pictures like life flashing before somebody's eyes, right? You can appreciate every part of this journey, right? You can appreciate the hurtful words and the head games and the mind games, right? Because those are the things that made you stronger. Seven of Wands again. What this person set in motion and the stress they caused you and the fuckery they put you through, it gave you the opportunity to get on top of it and handle yourself and handle your shit. And once you climbed to the top of that wall and hopped on the other side, you found, this is the Sun. You've had the Ten of Cups twice. Somebody's had the Ten of Cups twice, and now the Sun. You found your true soulmate. Someone did, or you found where you're supposed to be. You found your place in the sun, so to speak, after so many years of being in darkness with this person. There could be someone really jealous of you now because you don't need this anymore. Somebody here relies on this drama and you don't need it anymore because you found happiness. Who gives a fuck about validation and attention and clout and what this person thinks of you when the only thing you can think of is the person you have in front of you that makes you so happy, right? Or whatever it is in front of you that makes you so happy. It doesn't have to be a person. It could just be a place in your life. Who has time to engage in this shit when they're too busy being happy? And it's like you can see it, like all of it, and that you're reflecting on it now, looking back at this past with the Six of Cups again, seeing it for all the things that it will never be and would never be. And you're kind of leaving someone to pout about it. I don't know if you can see it. These cards are really tiny, but somebody's really in their feelings about it. But I mean, I feel like that's where if it was up to this person, they'd still have you in your feelings if it was up to them. I think they're just mad that you're not thinking about them anymore. This is somebody that likes to play games, and I feel like this is someone who likes to leave people with no closure. Just so in their mind, they know that there's someone out there longing and pining over them and stressed about them. And now with this Sun, this person has clarity that not only are you finished with them, like you are finally done with them, but you're happy in a way that they could never make you happy with someone else. And you're not thinking about them. Your future's too bright to even remember them. Remember what they look like. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Wands again. This is a highly immature person. There is no need. Silence, no words, stone wall like in the Sun, right? Keep it up. There's no need. This person is just a small, they're just a childish person. They're a small person. And this is the type of person that has to tear other people down or like humiliate other people or try to make other people feel small to distract from that about themselves. This person just likes to fuck with stuff. And The only way really to like get through to this person is when you ignore them. As childish as it sounds, I'm sorry, but again, this is a very childish person, and they feel ignored. And it just kind of, they could be trying to do some spiteful shit. You know what I mean? They could be trying to like do small things here and there to like get a reaction. Don't give it to them. Like, just continue to ignore this person, because I really think it pisses them off. Like, there's something about them, it's like, this is really throwing in their face how unimportant they are. Like, it's being forgotten for this person. It's not having people care about them. This person likes to always be the center of attention, or always has to have some shit going, and you don't even care anymore. What is this? Anything else? I want to be different. Will you leave me like the others? Yeah, this person, God, they're like, I want to be different. Are you going to leave? Yeah, it's like they'll do all this shit and act all this way, but somehow at the end of the day, they still want to boo-hoo and bitch about it. Like, oh my God, I want to be different. I want to change, but I'm just so scared you're going to... You know what? Yeah, everybody's going to leave you if you don't grow the fuck up, right? Fuck out of here. It's like this person uses their finances or their status to feel big, but in reality, it's just masking one of the most severe inferiority complexes I think I've ever seen. This person is just an absolute child. Just, yeah, all this was for somebody was a learning experience. Maybe a very intense learning experience. And because you prevailed and were so patient, right? This Queen of Cups back here is the most patient of the queens. So patient with this childish, mean, bratty energy. Just, ugh. So patient with this person despite them putting you through all this shit, that the universe is like, you know what? That's it. This is done. This is over. We'll take it from here. You go on and be happy. Right? You need a vacation after this shit. But yeah, that is for somebody. Hope you enjoy. I'll try to get on with the Cancer reading tomorrow. Maybe.